lucky or not lucky question is always coming to me as well. And I spoke already with some people in these interviews chain. Maybe I should have some kind of a roundtable of discussing lucky. I think we are lucky to be alive. Everything else that comes there is earned because we are working hard for those. And as I can see your story, you are really working hard to make sure that everything is done, in every part is done very well. And when everything is done very well, then you are happy. And it is that happiness that makes everybody else see that you're lucky. I think that's very important.
Yeah, I mean, luck, I think, for me, the luck I have is good health.
Mm-hmm.
And this is great. Then I don't need to worry about that side of things.
That's right.
When people suddenly get, hit with some sort of illness, through no fault of their own, that's very unlucky. Many illnesses you can't avoid.
Yeah.
So yes, you're right, and I also agree with you. I think in many ways, luck is what you make of something.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I think so.
Taking those chances, I think sometimes women need to have too much certainty, and they're not prepared to jump into the unknown or to take risks. And I've done that a couple of times, and it's not worked out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But overall, if something was to happen to me tomorrow, I can say that I've had a very full life, and I've really enjoyed the different aspects of my life. They've been quite varied, and I've really enjoyed the challenges. I've got no regrets of anything.
Without challenges, there is no opportunities, and without challenges, we cannot develop.
Yeah, very, very.
Yeah. So, what can you tell the women of the world? Of course, I know that your message will fit the men as well. But now we would like to also empower the women who would like to be the future Michelle Hart.
Really, the message is don't hold back. You are as good as anybody else, regardless of gender. It's a mindset. And yes, I know there are obstacles put in our way because of history. Or small-mindedness on some parts of people, but don't let that stop you. Try and concentrate on the women who have achieved, and know that it can be done. And if you don't try it first, then try again. Succeed, and try again. And without a doubt, nowadays it's becoming less and less of a challenge, gender discrepancies, and when you're feeling down, just look back at history at some of the women that you admire, and look at the downside they had. They didn't have easily to many of them. They give up, and they found a way. I was just very lucky. Things fell into my lap, but I grabbed the opportunity when they did.
Definitely. So, fantastic.
And don't lose your priorities. Just look at what you value, hold what you value, hold your values, and be honest. It works. It really does work. Yes. And of course, you've got to roll up your sleeves and deliver.
Definitely. With hard work, always.
Yeah. And I think for women, you have to deliver 101%, whereas for men, 5%.
Yes. 1 more percent is not very bad. That is the 1% of taking care of the children at home and making sure that everything is okay, because I'm sure women will always take an extra care, no matter how much men are also caring. And I think that's a great thing, because it's always good to have someone who will take one more percent to be careful, because it is that 1% which will improve something in the family or at work, for example.
100, yeah, absolutely. And I think you also have to recognize that there are differences as well. And that will never change. Men generally are stronger physically than women. And it's not a problem to ask a guy to lift a heavy box for me.
Exactly.
But likewise, I could not ask my husband to breastfeed my children.
Definitely, yes.
Unless, of course, I gave him the milk. So, and accept those. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Definitely.
That we should all be on a level playing field. And these are the things that we need to change. And we can change it by being there.
Definitely.
People. And there are so many amazing women out in the world who have achieved in incredible circumstances.
Yeah.
It is really quite remarkable.
Fantastic. Michelle, I thank you very much. This is a wonderful story. It's very inspirational, not only for women, but also for men. Working in 3 different places, taking care of the family, working with your husband successfully for 24 years. I know sometimes working within a family, you see each other the whole day is challenging, but you were able to develop a product, included your kids into the product development and activities, working for the university to make the difference. I think nobody will need anything more. I don't think if you want to be a president one day, but this is already very inspirational. And thank you very much. And I'm sure maybe in the future we can also discuss a little bit more about the happiness element and the lucky element in doing things, on how can a person achieve those. It will be really, really fantastic to learn more and more, and of course to educate other people who are watching these clips.
It's important to be happy.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I look forward to talking to you again, Conrad, and it's been my pleasure. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Michelle.